What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's very special. Everybody, welcome. Oh my gosh, I gotta turn this stupid volume down. Very special Mr. Nat giveaway live event. Tonight's event is sponsored by Kansept. Kansept very generously donated over $1,000 worth of premium knives, all of which are going to be given away tonight in group packages, meaning 2 per person and 3 winners tonight. 1 more winner than normal, and double premiums for all winners, which is super cool. Very, very exciting. And I have not opened these boxes yet. We're going to do a live unboxing so you guys can see the prizes here in just a bit. But incredibly generous of Kansept. So thank you very much to Kansept for sponsoring tonight's stream. We're going to have 3 extremely happy winners. I can't wait to show you guys. I've only seen pictures of the ones that they sent, but they're some super awesome configurations. How is everybody? Thank you for being okay with a slightly later stream. We did a family Christmas. It's kind of like there's some people here locally who like put on this like Christmas walk thing, and they decorate this and like it's their private land. And so you're kind of like out in Kansas wilderness. There's like dry creek beds and trees, and they've got paths carved through it, and they've decorated everything. They've decorated the trees. Local businesses like sponsor big billboards, and they do like the 12 days of Christmas, and like every business that's a sponsor makes a joke or whatever. It's kind of fun. And they, you know, like if you want, they'll serve you a beer, but like there's hot chocolates for the kids. They got like a bounce thing. They got slides, and the Christmas lights are just crazy. So we went to that. We do it every year. It's always a good time. And it's kind of a cool little local thing. And we didn't want to be rushed, so I said I'll move the stream back half an hour. So anyways, how is everybody doing? I have some really cool stuff to show you guys tonight. We'll get into it. There were some last minute bangers for 2025. And if you're wondering, maybe you're not wondering, but if you are wondering, don't you usually do an annual best of 2020 whatever video? Yeah. It's coming next week. One company squeezed one in that came out of nowhere. A dark horse came out of nowhere. I was like, oh my god. So cool. We're going to talk about it here in a bit. Is one of the Kansept knives the halide? I don't think so. No, it doesn't look like it. But there's some cool ones in there. So I have a plug-in air freshener down here, and I've turned it all the way down because this isn't a big room. And I've turned it all the way down so it's lasted forever. And tonight I unplugged it because I wanted to plug something else in, and I made the mistake of touching it. And my fingers now smell like atomic lavender. Like the most powerful, this is like weapons grade lavender on my fingers. And every time I go to have a sip of my beer, it just smells like lavender. Every time. It's awful. My wife's going to come downstairs and say, can you stop screaming about lavender? The baby's asleep. Who is fighting right now? Is there a fight on? Who's fighting? Bradford Mitchell, thanks for your donation. Appreciate that. Oh, Jake Paul's fight. Anytime Jake Paul's fight. Ever since Mike Tyson, I just don't believe. I mean, like, and people could say I'm naive and stupid for, like, thinking that the Mike Tyson thing was going to be a fair fight. Well, no one knew until we actually start. Like, no one knew for sure until we saw, you know? No, anytime Jake Paul's fighting, there's no way. Joshua, you mean that huge guy? Because obviously, I mean, there's no way Jake would win that fight. Have I had a chance to try the Thunder Beast? No, I have not. 14 months, what's up? Casey, how's it going, man? Thanks for being here for 14 months. Let me make an announcement about everybody who has won recently, okay? Let me look at the calendar. If you have won recently and you're like, where are my knives? I'm not shipping anything out right now, guys, because it's too close to Christmas. So all the way back on the live stream that occurred around, it was either the 5th or the 6th, like basically every live stream that has occurred in December, I have not shipped those winnings, and that's on purpose. The reason is because I don't want anyone's winnings to be lost. So if you won anything on a live stream in December from me, it's going to be after Christmas when I ship, because things get lost, okay? So, same with tonight's winnings. It's not going out until after Christmas. Even if you already have tracking, all it means is that I've just printed the shipping label and I've sent it to you. But all of the winnings are going to go out after Christmas. As soon as I am done shipping out the massive haul of December winnings, I will make the announcement for the 750K, actually 800K. We passed 800,000 subscribers recently. But I will make the announcement for the 750K/800K giveaway, and we will finally do it, okay? Thank you for getting me to 800,000 subs, guys. Really cool. This channel got 8.2 million views last month. Thank you very much for that. Very exciting. I love that. I consider anything over 4 million in a month very good, so it's nice to get 8. It's nice to get 8 million. That's fun. Yeah, 800,000 subs on a tabletop overview knife channel. Oh man, I appreciate it, guys. That's a big community W here, guys. Really, really pumped. It's gotten to the point where, I used to joke about YouTube Shorts not being a real part of the community. My YouTube Shorts subs are actually, like, they're their own community now. Like, there are people who are dedicated to just my YouTube Shorts, and they are kind of a separate group. And now that's so big, I think the channel is legitimately, it's 450,000 subs that have come from videos and 350,000 subs that have come from shorts. I can't deny that that's its own community, and I see a lot of the same people in shorts, so there you go. The pretty knife on the left of the sign. That is the Infinite Charlie Lunar Eclipse. Yeah, that's the one that sings, because it's got tuning forks in it. Pearl inlays, Timascus clip, and it's an integral. Absolutely amazing knife. I think the one with the pearl inlays is over 700, but they do make a version of that knife that's still an integral that's under 400. It's actually incredibly impressive. It's an it's an eggshell textured titanium integral, M390, and I think it's like $380. It's on the Exclusive Folders website. Very cool. They also sell a zirconium, one with zirconium inlays. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. It is a stunning piece. And it rings when you flip it because it's got tuning forks in it. You can't hear it because of the stream setup tonight, but if you want to hear the really dramatic sound, you can go and watch the video on my Instagram. You can also go to my most recent YouTube short covering it. I think the short says, wait for it, on the thumbnail. You don't have the attention span for more than shorts. I'll tell you what the key is. And everybody in here will agree with me. You don't have the attention span until it's something you care about. If you scroll through my shorts, take a walk through my shorts. Take a stroll through my shorts. No, but like go to my short form content and just scroll through it. As soon as you find a knife that you're interested in, and you're like, oh, you'll find my long form video on it. And rest assured, if I have a short on it, I've got a long form video on it. And that's how you get sucked in. It's almost like that's the strategy of the channel. Will the small Excalibur only be integral? Only be in integral frame lock version? So the small Excalibur is right now only in Vertilock version. And you can get this in carbon fiber or titanium. But yes, I have confirmed with Sergio, we will do a small integral eventually. It's because I'm so mesmerizing. It's because you guys love the sound of my Tom Hanks imprisoned in a kazoo voice, right? Like a tiny, nasally Tom Hanks inside of a kazoo. Oh, you are a toy! Yeah, you do hear it now. Everybody's like, is it more Jack Black? Is it more Tom Hanks? It depends. If I talk as soon as oh yes, wizard. The wizard crystal dagger. That gets a little more Jack Black. Upward inflection. I don't know if you ever plan to get more ink, but I just finished getting my neck colored in earlier today. Real spicy. That's cool. Send me a picture. That sounds cool. This grape / Goku is exhausted. Also message you on Insta about a knife related stuff. Okay, I'll have to check it. I'm sorry. This time of year is so crazy. I will try to check. We just ordered 9 pounds of prime rib. Tried to get bone in, and the lady told me, because I know bone in is the way to go. The lady told me, she was like, okay, we can't do it. We're out. But she was like, trust me, you don't even want to know what the price was this year. And considering what we paid for the boneless 9-pound prime rib, which will just be more meat. I'm always a fan of that. I was like, you're right, I probably don't want to know. Trying so hard not to get a Hawk Talon. Do you guys know that there is a Hawk Talon drop for the fairest price that you'll see on DLT Trading very, very soon? If you want to pay the actual retail price of it, which is about $950. That's the cheapest you will ever see this knife. Okay? DLT Trading, there's a drop coming. Now, I own one. I paid for it. Do I like it? Yes, I EDC it all the time. In fact, it was in my pocket tonight. Love it. Wonderful EDC. It'll be scary to use it at first, but I'm telling you, if you decide to use this thing, this is one of my favorite ultra premium users. Okay? One of my favorites. Don't tell me that I don't use it. Don't tell me I don't use it, okay? Don't tell me I don't use it. It's one of my favorite ultra premium users. I absolutely love it. It's all sorts of beat up. Some new scratches just now. Probably not. Probably just aluminum ground into the surface there, but either way, wonderful knife. Totally fine. Don't even worry about it. Stop it, Dad! It's such an awesome user. Those knives are not like... Hawk makes a really good knife. I think the consensus is, for people to, it's like I've said a lot, people take a glance at my channel and know this guy obviously doesn't use his knives. And it's only partially true. The amended and correct version of that statement is, this guy doesn't use some of his knives. This guy is a collector, and some of his knives are meant as collection pieces. But he will not shy away from using certain knives if it calls to him. And once it is a user, there are very few reservations. I got way too many knives to use. It couldn't be a truer statement. Ashton 2062. I have over 400 knives. I can't use them all, even if I want to. And there are certain knives I obviously don't want to use. There are also knives that don't make any sense to use. Like, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? This isn't good at anything, but it's cool. And it rings. way too many to use, but you know what, Mo Patty? I bet you still like getting them out and looking at them. I'd say I spend an hour to an hour and a half a week just getting my knives out and looking at them. I get them out, wipe them down, just kind of like look them over and just enjoy them. I like that. That's Zen time. It's like washing my truck. Grail poop knife? No, not yet. It took me a minute to get over the high dollar, but I think it's hilarious. I used my $900 knife, but not my first $300. Yeah, I mean, like, it's funny how, like, the psychology behind it is, you know? How much in gas station knives you got on that table? The fixed blade on the left, we're gonna get to. We're gonna get to it. You guys you're not ready. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what that is. But if you don't, you're not ready for that. You know, everybody in here is gonna crap. The turquoise knife by the Buster is the Emerald Alatex F3 standard F3. So F3 in multi-row bearings, thinner blade stock, which I think is actually better, obviously for cutting geometry. And then we have Emerald Alatex, which is actually really cool. Softball, Wee Nefaris versus Premium Mini Milita. Wee Nefaris. Wee Nefaris. The Nefaris is cool. We gifted this to me for, I mean, obviously. So here's why. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with this. We gifted this to me for Christmas. They sent me a Christmas gift, said, you know, Merry Christmas. And they just happened to have a bunch of limited edition versions of this on their website. So they obviously wanted, you know, they wanted to promote it. Now, they didn't ask me to set this up. They just knew I would unbox it. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Yeah, I love the Nefaris. It's awesome. So, what the heck was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I was going to show you the Alatex up close. Gorgeous. Very sparkly. Alatex is an aluminum woven... It's not really carbon fiber. It's like the idea of carbon fiber, but with aluminum and like maybe carbon fiber and aluminum. I'm not really sure what Alatex is. Tom and Jerry on NES. I used to rent this. I used to go to the store. You guys remember going to the store and renting a video game? Like going through the shelves and looking? Because we didn't have anything to go by. We just looked at the pictures. And I would always go buy Tom and Jerry for NES. And I was like, I love Tom and Jerry. And I'd rent the game and I'm like, this game sucks. It's too hard. And a week later, I'd take it back. And then like a month later, I'd be like, Tom and Jerry, I love that show. I'm going to rent that game again. This game sucks. Damn it. I remember I'd always sneak off to the horror movie section. There was a horror movie where the back of the case, it was the back of the VHS, was a T-Rex. It was a horror movie. It was a T-Rex, and he had a lady that was not wearing much, but it was like in his mouth. It wasn't gore or anything like that, but I wanted to look at it because there was an almost naked lady in the T-Rex's mouth. And my dad would be like, what are you doing? It scared me to death. Well, nothing. I was trying to find the Tom and Jerry game. Might have been Carnosaur, yeah. Did the same for Lion King on Sega. God, talk about another impossible game. We owned the Lion King. We owned it, and to this day, I never got to Scar. I only learned recently that I got to the second to the last level, naturally. without any exploits or anything like that, just playing the game as a kid and not knowing, just figuring it out and going through multiple game overs. Having to get as many extra lives as I could by playing those stupid bug catch eat bonus games that I barely understood. Super hard game. You couldn't get past the hippos? It took a long time, but we figured out the pattern. My little brother and I figured it out. You gotta know which, you gotta remember the colors of the monkeys. If I remember correctly, there's blue and pink ones or blue and brown ones. And there's one monkey that's in a weird spot, and you gotta get to him because he tosses you way up high. I'd be an esports celeb. I don't know. I don't know what I'd be doing if it wasn't for pocket knives right now. Because if you guys remember, I literally don't know what I'd be doing because I worked for the digital side of radio sales. And then they separated, and I was like, I'm going to go all in on this. This was during COVID, or a little before. And I was like, I'm going to go all in on this because, they're going to cut all of us. Like, they already have their own employees. They're going to cut us all. So who knows? I probably would have gone back to sell cars. Selling, I don't know. I have very fond memories of selling cars. Obviously, there were downsides, but I just really enjoyed it. I legitimately loved going on test drives. Like, especially when someone wanted to test drive something crazy. I remember we had a purple Hellcat, and like, I got to go, like, somebody called in and was like, I really want to, it was like a day after we got it, and the guy was from Texas, and he's like, I will drive up tomorrow, can I test drive that? And I was like, absolutely. I was so pumped. Back then, they were a little tricky to get a hold of. Finding this channel got me back into knives again. Great content. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. I am always into knives, so stay and enjoy. And if you need to take a break, I'm a little overwhelming. I can be a little overwhelming because I show you all of this stuff all the time, but I'll always be here. Do I have a favorite type of finish/coating on knives? Yes, I do. Mirror DLC is my absolute favorite. And if you've never seen it before, let me treat you. Where are you, baby? Where are you? You ever seen Mirror DLC? Oh. Only slight spittle on this one. Just in the fuller. Interesting music to go along with this, but Snafu 4.0, 1 of 9. A good one. Yep. Very, very, very scratch resistant. That's why I like DLC. That's why we offer DLC on Excalibur. Are all of these legal in California? Absolutely not. Wait, what's the current carry blade length law in California? Congrats on 800,000 subs. Your roast of overzealous fixed blade people on your Cold Steel 5 Max unboxing yesterday was epic. The sweaty jean jacket guy. They're so desperate to tell you. They're so sweaty to tell you. 2 inches and less for carry. What's the law for ownership? Can you own anything and only carry 2 inches or less? If you didn't know, there actually is a Cali legal Espada XL. It's the funniest joke it's one of the funniest jokes in knife world history. Cold Steel made the Espada XL handle and attached a 2-inch blade to it. Those are very rare, by the way. I can't imagine how much they're worth. The Cold Steel Mayhem. Yeah, I know. I claim 5 Max is the strongest. I will entertain this. I know that all of this, the weight is trivial, but I've heard that the Mayhem was the strongest. I don't have the actual number. This is the first time I've seen it. The Mayhem holds up to 1,758 pounds before the lock is spit out and is resettable. It doesn't break. Oh, it spits itself out. That's very interesting. That's pretty cool. It's so uselessly big, yeah, but it's an awesome knife. Okay, so here in just a bit, we're going to unbox the Kansept knives. Again, tonight's live stream is sponsored by Kansept. Kansept donated over $1,000 in premium knives for tonight's giveaway. There will be 3 winners tonight, and each winner will be going home with 2 premium knives. We're going to unbox those knives in a little bit, and then we're going to give them away a little later. The mirror on that's amazing. I think so too. Thanks. And here in just a little bit, it's 9:26, so just a little bit. We'll unbox it. I want to talk about this. Oh, hold on. Now, before I show you this, I need to make sure that I know the name of it. You will see this weekend. The knife you're about to see is one of, I mean, it's, you can't say one of the magnum opuses. Like, it's either magnum opus or it's nothing. This is one of Maxace's greatest creations. And if you think of Maxace as a company with no, a lot of people think of Maxace as a company with no taste and no, no vision for design. It's just chaos, and that's very untrue. I think that the people at Maxace are some of the best types of visionaries because they can create chaos and they can create symmetry and they can create beauty whenever they want to. This is one of the greatest creations of Maxace, and it's a very special knife. The knife is called, hold on, I already forgot it. The Kurasu Tangu. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, this is the best production fixed blade of 2025. This is, okay, not say, when I say best, people are like, they automatically relate it to its utilitarian potential. This is my favorite in terms of design. This is a special edition version of this knife. To my knowledge, yes, this is actually real snakeskin or some type of lizard skin or something. Beautiful leather. Like legitimately awesome leather. Couple marks on it from me laying it down, right? Carbon fiber on this guy. Believe that's zirconium. Look at this. Look at this beauty. My goodness. Sanmai ZDP with the core. See if we can find that core line for you guys. There it is right there. Absolutely spectacular. What a piece. What a piece. Very limited in this configuration. There's also another version that's special in Chad Nichols Damascus. And then there will be a more standard version of this knife. This is my favorite production fixed blade of 2025 by a landslide. It is absolutely stunning. The carbon fiber, oh my God. The seam on the carbon fiber is absolute perfection. Full tang, obviously. Beautiful. Available when? Good question. I have no idea. I think some of them already have gone up for sale on certain sites. And I don't know where or when. I don't have those details. I saw it on their page and I said, please God, tell me that you guys are sending one of those. And they said yes. And I thought maybe they'd send the standard one. They sent the upgraded one. It's pretty expensive. I think the one you saw there was $600 or $700. I mean, that's really intense for a production fixed blade. Not a cheap thing to make. So Kurasu Tangu is apparently some sort of demigod in Japanese folklore with a long crow's beak. But interestingly enough, it is the lesser version of a greater deity or demigod or character in folklore that has a longer beak, which tells me that perhaps they plan on making a longer version at some point. I don't know. It's obviously very Japanese. I mean, I'm sure that I don't know all my internet lingo. So when I say this, if I'm off base, you tell me. I'm sure the uwu crowd will really get on me on like Japanese design. Kurasu Tangu, which is definitely butchered. Karasu space Tengu. If you follow Maxace on Instagram, you can get all of the information that there is. I have the Peregrine 3. It is perfect. It's as perfect as it's ever been. Yep. The best version they've ever made. Absolutely wonderful. Still, I would tell Maxace you could have done the thumb studs better, but it's basically perfect. This is, if you don't have the wallet for the Rockstead, but maybe you also are taken by the Sebenza, but you want better action. This is the perfect in-between of the Rockstead Higo 2 and the Sebenza, the newest one. It's got that vibe. You're not going to get that convex edge, but it is ZDP, and I think it's 66 HRC, which is really hard. I know hard, okay? The Peregrine 3 is 280, which I think is completely fair. That's carbon fiber inlays on both sides, Sanmai ZDP. I'm pretty sure zirconium, it's got some zirconium hardware. Beautiful finish on it. Yes, the Timascus Premium Feldspar is absolutely wonderful. And this is another 650 to 750 knife. Mirror polished S90V. This is Timascus with a top frame lock. Button operated top frame lock on that guy. They sent me, I think, every version of this. I'm going to keep this. I'll give the other ones away. I have never played Shakan. Great game, so hard. I've never played it. I'm currently playing Borderlands 4. I'm on level 47. I know I'm behind. I know I'm playing it casually. I bought a PlayStation Portal, which works surprisingly well. I really thought that it wouldn't work. PlayStation Portal works pretty well. You need your PlayStation hardlined in, or like Ethernet connected, basically. And I had to go through a very frustrating port forwarding process. Anybody else who has the PlayStation Portal, did you have to do that? Because I did, and that was super frustrating, and I am not savvy. But I had to watch a guide and go to a bunch of different websites and do all my port forwarding. But once I did, I sat in my truck in the parking lot of a Tractor Supply retailer, and I sat in my truck on the Wi-Fi and I played Borderlands 4 while it connected to my PlayStation 5 at my house with magic, some sort of whatever demon magic, whatever contract that PlayStation signed with the devil. I was like, oh my god! Yeah. Seriously. My truck Wi-Fi let me play Borderlands 4 on the PlayStation Portal in the parking lot of a Tractor Supply. I don't think it'll let you stream. I tried to activate like YouTube and it was like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, well, why? I mean, it doesn't matter. Like I have a million devices that can do it, but it wouldn't let me do that. The price of gaming, you mean because of all the chips? Well, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna, I mean like, okay, but I want everybody to remember, whenever an industry, like a certain section of it, like explodes and a certain element of it becomes extremely expensive, just like with pocket knives, a void opens up for competition. So while certain games will become completely and totally unobtainable for some people, certain gaming experiences, I mean, let's be honest, there's like, if you want like a top of the line racing simulator right now, that's thousands and thousands of dollars. I think some people have like $10,000 plus racing simulators. There are already gaming experiences that are completely off limits to the vast majority of people. We already live in that area. And the future is going to bring more of that. But at the same time, there will be a void for competition. And certain gaming experiences, oftentimes, very inexpensive indie game developers will create games that are wildly popular and in many cases substantially better. Like what we have, like the new Silksong game, the Path of Exile, a lot of these like smaller groups that don't charge a ton of money. I mean, those things will always exist. The price of like, I guess you could call it like top tier gaming. Yeah, sure. GTA 6 is going to be $100, and that sucks. You know, it does. Will I pay that to play it? I probably will. I'll grit my teeth through it. You budgeted $300 for next Christmas knife to gift to myself, narrowed it down to the CT0562 Thai, Wee Guthrie, Kumu Padre. So I have the Guthrie, and I have the 0562 Thai. The most, like, precision and, like, the most, like, presentation perfect object is the Guthrie. This is the one that will impress you the most visually. The 0562, the reason that I'm fond of it is because I have an emotional attachment to that knife from my early days. It's very good. Overall quality-wise, it's not going to stand up to the Guthrie. The Kunmu Padre is one of the most, like, perfect in class materials, value. The fact that you can get DLC, if it's the Vanax one, is awesome. It's not contoured. It's not quite as flashy as this guy, but it's a very good competitor. I would say you need to narrow it down between the... If you're going to use it daily, the Padre. If you want that, like, ultimate flash display, like, you want that... all the premiumness sprinkled on it, that Guthrie is crazy, if you're talking about this one. I would go for the frame lock over the crossbar lock version of the Padre. The DLC Padre is absolutely nuts. And here's a great example, though this one is a liner lock because it's a Giga. Oh. Giga mirrors EDP with that core line, you see it? And my face and my nostrils. People always ask me what camera I use. It's my phone. It's just my phone. Kaiser's DLC they put on budget knives. Do they actually... Give me an example of a listing that Kaiser has that says DLC and it's under $75. Can somebody give me that? I want to know. Does Kaiser actually have a listing of a knife under $75 in DLC? I feel like they use PVD. Yeah, I was going to say it's probably PVD, which is confusing because PVD is a process, and technically DLC is a coating that is applied via a PVD process. But PVD coatings, non-DLC PVD coatings are typically what Kaiser would use under $75 if they do. Drop Bear 2 matte DLC. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to look away from chat here for a sec, guys. So I'm looking at one here in Rich Light. It does say matte DLC. Interesting. Kaiser does not strike me as a company to get that wrong. That is a very interesting question. I did not know that they actually offered it in DLC. So I will have to ask Kaiser. If so, that's pretty cool. I don't see why not. I mean, like the DLC process adds cost, but I should clarify. It's possible they got it wrong. It's possible they're like, oh, whoops. You know, we'll see. I don't think applying DLC and the end result is a matte finish. I don't think that that's pricey. I think it's the satin and especially mirror finishes. Like, you know, Kaiser is fully capable of near mirror DLC, like on the Milita, the special edition Milita. I have a couple of those, 3 of those. And yeah, like that obviously is very pricey, especially when they're doing it on a premium blade steel. Maxace did not discontinue their OTFs. They make them in runs. So, like, if you're asking, will the Neptune come back? Probably. What an awesome knife. God. $109. The absolute best OTF on earth at the price point. Crazy. Sanmai SLD, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm going to switch this to live chat. It defaults to to top chat, which just pisses me off. The Maxace OTF is called the Neptune, and I know that's exciting, you guys, but I'm just going to tell you right now, you're not going to find it anywhere unless it's on the secondary market. They will make more of those. Ryan Mazzetti from Hive Knives did collaboration with Brian Winters. Really? For Blade Walker. Interesting. Very cool. It is heavy, but I mean, if you're not a little bitch, I'm just kidding. It is a heavy switch. Like, that's true. They need to fix that. Okay, it's 9:44. Let's check out what Kansept donated to the stream for giveaway tonight. Once again, Kansept is tonight's live stream sponsor. They donated over $1,000 in premium knives. There will be 3 winners tonight. Each winner will be walking away with 2 premium knives. So they have 3 models and 2 variations of each knife. We're going to start off with these. I have not gotten these out yet. So the first ones here are Fenrir variations. Just start with one. I don't want to crowd the table here. Fenrir Damascus bead blasted titanium with micro-rolled water ripple texture. Very cool. So all of these are available on Kansept's website, which actually, you know what I should have done? This is dumb of me. Am I actually going to be able to get into it? Here's what we're gonna do. So I should have put the affiliate link in there, but I forgot to, so I'm just gonna add the Kansept Knives link to the top of my description. So if anybody wants to check these knives out, if you refresh the live stream right now, that link will be there and you can actually go and look at these knives. MC, sorry you missed my milestone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Stacy. Hey, thanks for being here, though. Ooh. Damascus and water ripple. Very cool. Very cool. So there's your first one there. This will be a prize tonight, here in just a little bit. Next, Fenrir. There's 2 of each model. Sorry, I put that with the box. This next one here is Rose Gold CPM S35EN Blackwash Titanium Microwave Water Ripple. So this will be a rose gold texture. Oh, yeah. Oh, sick. I love that. That's very cool. So that'll be there. The 2 Fenrirs. Next up, we have the Orion, or Orion, however you want to say that. This guy is Machine Satin CPM S35EN, CNC milling, green anodized, and Machine Satin Titanium. Okay. Some initially it looks like redundancies there, but I'm sure that we'll understand momentarily. Oh, cool. Cool. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah, milled blade. I love that. That is awesome. So we've got those green areas there, and then the almost satin finished titanium with bronze accents. Very cool. These are nice. A little bit of a step up from what I typically see from Kansept. That's nice to see them doing a couple of different things. Anodized the machine. Okay, we'll have to see what how they anodized it. What a mess. So this is the same thing, but what they did was bronze. So same milled blade, and then we have the bronze in here. Very cool. We have 2 more. The final ones here being the Eagle Strike. Damascus Lightning Strike finished titanium with diamond pattern. I don't think I've ever seen Kansept's diamond pattern. Give me a moment here. Extra Omega Springs. Don't need to show those, but they'll be in the box. Ooh! Ooh, hello, looky here. Ooh, that is nice. Look at that. That is awesome. Lightning strike with the gold liners there. Sick. That's a prize. Wow. Like that one there. Let's move you. Very cool. We got one more Eagle Strike here. Eagle Strike, S35EN, B Blasted Titanium, and also Diamond Pattern. So maybe if you preferred the Diamond Pattern, but maybe not so much color, maybe this one will be more to your liking. Yes, a much more sort of standard version of that. There we go. Nice tumbled diamond pattern there. Very nice. Very good user setup there. Ooh, nice and smooth. Some awesome prizes. So what we'll probably do is these 2. We'll do those 2 in one group. And we'll do these 2 in one group. And we'll do maybe these 2. Let's do a Damascus. Let's do like this. So one winner will get these 2, one winner will get these 2, and one winner will get these 2. And that way they're separated equally. So that's what we'll do tonight, okay? Now, Give me just a second here because I've made an enormous, terrible mess with all of this trash. And these need to be properly displayed at this point. So let's do here. Let's keep them together so that we know. So these two in one group. I know you guys are starting to pick out your wish list groups here. That's fine. There we go. Let's kind of even back out a little bit. So that's what we're looking at there. You will get the box and all that stuff. Are we happy? Type 1 in chat. Are we happy with Kansept's generous contribution to the giveaway knives tonight? I feel like they went above and beyond there. I feel like they really donated some absolutely epic stuff like that. These are some of the coolest. They sent me a picture and they said pick 3, and I picked 3, and then they sent me 6. I gotta be honest, man. Like this one here, this is crazy. This is freaking awesome. That's so cool. I love that lightning anno with the diamond texture. That is sick. Really nice. So there's a link for Kansept knives in chat or in the description. You guys can go and check those knives out. Presumably they are for sale on the website. But if you want to win them for free tonight from me, well, I'll be giving them away here in just a little bit. You will not receive them until after Christmas because I don't want them to get lost in shipping. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3 is how we'll do it. Okay? I think that's the best way. There's a spicy one and a plain one in each group, basically. I think the reason I'm grouping them is because I want people to feel like if they want to, they can keep one and sell one, or keep one and give one away because it's, you know, for whatever reason, or you can sell both. I mean, like, this way people kind of have options with this stuff. Very cool. Hey, don't thank me. Thank Kansept. They offered. They said, we'll sponsor the stream and give you stuff to give away. And I said, hey, that's always good. Everybody loves that. I know there's a lot of new people, so I try to say this as often as possible. How do I work out who I allow for sponsorships? Do I just let anybody sponsor? And the answer is no, absolutely not. The only way that I will let any company sponsor a stream, and number one, the only thing that I let companies sponsor is live streams because I give knives away. The only way that you would be allowed to sponsor a stream is if you are well known within the community to make quality products. If you are an upstanding OEM company, designer, you have to basically have A to S tier reputation. You have to already be good. Then I would allow it. But if you're some random Amazon brand, kick rocks. Hit the road. No thanks. Kansept? No problem. Yeah, 954 watching, only 300 likes. By the way, guys, 955 and 1,000 people watching. We're doing pretty good. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who's chosen to spend their Friday evening with me tonight. That's very cool. I very much appreciate that. If you would like to join Patreon, I will be doing more giveaways on Patreon. There's private buy, sell, trade, private, community chat, private Discord access, all of that. $1 a month grants you access to all of that. And if you want to go higher, $3 tiers will grant you access to all of that, plus 2 premium giveaways a month. And yet, $5 will grant you access to 3 premium giveaways per month. So if you want to support this channel on Patreon and gain access to an atomic buttload of extra stuff, you can click on the link at the top of chat and head on over to an already awesome community of people. It's a pretty good time. Some pretty serious perks. Oh yeah, I also do behind the scenes stuff. I tell secrets. I give secrets on Patreon. Yeah, like all the before anybody else sees it, you know, sometimes I talk about that stuff. Brian Jarman 8904, everybody who ever won also said the same thing. I have not pocketed that one. I'll tell you why. It's because the pocket clip is impossible. The Mundus, like, it's an incredible piece. It's a wonderful art piece, which is what it was designed to be. It's almost impossible to pocket. I can't get it in or out. Giggity. Multicolor Cerakote bottom row. Oh, it's not actually Cerakote. It's Balinette Myra, which is supposedly very similar to DLC. This is not titanium nitride. It's not Cerakote. This is incredibly durable gas station coating. The only knives I've ever seen it on are Herman knives. Wish they'd do more. They're neat. And expensive. This is a $1,000 knife. Mainly because they're Polish customs. Josh L. Mose, 7105. Thanks for your donation. Sorry if I'm missing donations tonight, guys. A fixed blade giveaway is a good idea. I have a box over here. You guys can't see it. In that box, amidst all the other stuff I have to give away, I have, I don't know, 30 fixed blades. So I think doing a fixed blade specific live stream would be really fun. What are we waiting on? We're doing the live stream. We always hang out and have a good time, and then we do the giveaway a little later. What are we waiting on? Chat, answer that question. What are we waiting on? There are no wrong answers. If you are a veteran of the live stream, what are we waiting on? We're having a good time. We're hanging out. We're all knife buddies. We're chatting it up. A lot of people are here to win. A lot of people are here for a good time. And many people are here for both. I don't need to go pee. I don't need to go pee yet. Is Jake Paul fighting right now? Does anybody... Is he fighting right now? And if so, like, what's happening in the fight? It's about to start. What time does it start? At 10? Well, I don't care enough to pay for it, but I care enough to know the outcome. Like, I'm not going to pretend. Like, I still want to know. I mean, we can say who cares, but every single person in here who's aware of it will still find a way to devote their attention, even in the most minute form, to the outcome of that fight. And it'll be shoved in your face. Oh, it's free on Netflix. Okay. Now, you'll find out, though, and you'll stop. When you scroll, I'll tell you what, everybody's saying nah. When you're scrolling, when you're doom scrolling, and something comes up about that fight, you'll stop. You will. And you're going to hear my voice in your head going, see? I promise you. You're aware of it. You'll stop just to see. You'll hear my voice. I want you to imagine me in a magenta top hat, crossing my arms in the most smug way. I've got a little cane with a little golden ball on it, and I've got my leg folded over. I've got my legs crossed over, and I go, see? That's what's going to happen. I promise you, that's what's going to happen. You can't unsee it now, and you're going to go, God damn it! And then you'll go back to listening to it. And here's why. Because especially if Jake gets knocked out, everybody's saying you don't care. You'd care enough to see him get the freaking cornflakes knocked out of him, wouldn't you? He gets punched so hard all his rings fall out, and he's got to scramble while he's blinking. He's got 3 seconds of invincibility while he tries to pick his rings back up. You care at least that much. That's why you'll stop. He's gonna be the one doing the knocking. Not if it's real. Not if it's real. No way. This is a hard truth. I don't like him either. But in the event that it is, the likely event that it is fake, the almost certain event that it is fake, you have to understand that the guy understands that people will watch just to see if he gets knocked out. And when those factors can be manipulated, all it does is line his pockets. So we can sit here and we can hate and we can boo and we can be mad about it. But at the end of the day, all we can do is blame ourselves. And when we stop to watch, when we stop to listen, we stop to pay attention, even if we didn't watch the fight, we are contributing to it. And this is a fact. I don't like it, and I feel stupid every time. But I'm correct. He's laughing all the way to the bank. And it sucks. That's the world we live in. But the sooner you get around to understanding that, the sooner you can just move on. I also don't think it takes a smart person to understand that. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I know that pretty much everybody in here understands that as well. Yeah, he knows how to make money. We can call him an idiot and all of that. He knows how to make money. So it sucks, but that's what it is, right? So accept it, laugh at it. He exists. There's a bunch of people in the world who exist who don't deserve to have millions and millions or billions of dollars, but they do, and that's just life, you know. Not one person in this chat can beat him. I'll speak for myself. I definitely could not. I feel like, you know, if somebody tries to mug me without a weapon, like, I feel like I stand a pretty good chance, assuming he's not like an athlete or like a professional fighter. But if I went toe-to-toe with Jake Paul, I would absolutely lose. I'll just say that right now. I would lose. He'd beat the shit out of me. And that's adds insult to injury, but I'm not doing myself any favors by lying to myself about it or to any of you. I would lose. I would bet I'm a good-sized guy. You know, I'm not a fighter. I can wrestle. You know, I bet there's plenty of people in here who could probably beat my ass. You just have to accept that. Eyes, neck, groin. Yeah, he's probably never trained for that. He's probably never trained for that. Show us the celestial. Sure. Well, where is it? There it is. Blue PVD, kind of a blue jeans PVD. Let's get a better look at that. Available now on the Crescent Edges website. Very cool. I will keep this if he lets me. What is the price? I would venture to guess slightly over 300. 285 to 325 would be my guess. Ooh, they're higher. Ooh. Pricey, pricey boys. I love blade colors. I know, I'm not going to predict, I know for a fact that we will see in the coming, the very near future, colored blades will become a very normal thing. Colored frames with aluminum oxide, I think, will become more prominent, especially, you know, people always ask me, how did they achieve red titanium on the Rockstead? If you don't know, red is not a color that titanium can be anodized to. Magenta, close, but not ruby red. It's because they have coated the exterior of the titanium in aluminum oxide, and the aluminum oxide, which, by the way, aluminum can be anodized to red. That's what's anodized there. We will see that on frames. As far as blades and PVD, to quote a member of the staff from Medford, PVD can be apparently almost any color. Now, why we haven't seen green or, you know, whatever, red, I don't know. But colored blades, we'll see a lot more of that. $1,000 people exactly watching. If you all could do me a gigantic favor and like the live stream, there's 1,000 of you in here, I would greatly appreciate it. One locking system for the rest of my life, the Shark Lock, as of right now. What is the blue knife? Well, there's two blue knives. There's the Godson, I'm sorry, the Godfather from ProTech. And the other one is the Celestial by Crescent Edges. All the flavors of Super Saiyan. I also have another prediction for the next 2 years. Within the next 2 years, M390 from 60 to 62 will be regularly seen, not just under $150, but occasionally under $100, and probably fairly consistently. I'm just going to go ahead and call that right now. M390 has had its day. It will now be commonly available. I mean, over the next 2 years, we will see it commonly available under $150 and occasionally under $100. And I know that you say it's already like that, but it's almost never heat treated properly. I'm telling you, consistent heat treatment. It's gonna happen. It's not overhyped. I mean, like, it's a really good steel. It's just like, it's no longer the golden child of the knife world. It's like 440C. 440C used to be the greatest thing ever. It's the bee's knees. Best thing since sliced bread. 440C that's old news, man. All your M390 under 150. You send that stuff off to be heat treated, and you'll be underwhelmed. We're gonna see consistently high heat treatment on that stuff at a substantially lower price. Nothing wrong with D2. D2 is great. Asking for the multiple people in chat. Black Timascus knife under R. Just want to get it out of the way. Black Timascus under R. Oh. The Mirror DLC Sakosha. So this is actually Zerkatai. And then Mirror M398. Titanium frame. Titanium liner lock. Rare. CKF and Marfion Sakosha. And there's another name in there. Actually, there's 4 names involved, but 2 of the names I can't pronounce. I'm okay with Microtech using their own version, and here's why. Do you guys remember the whole deal behind M390MK? It's easier to machine, and it's easier to finish, and they're also getting their HRC numbers up. Metal Complex, there's a Maxace Blacklight single action OTF available for about $300, worth it. Yes and no. Maxace, along with a lot of companies who produce single action OTFs, they have problems with bounce back. This is also one of the reasons why the myth of the hyper-powerful single-action OTF being able to puncture any solid surface. This is also another reason why it's so stupid. Even Maxace with their Draco, Heretic with their whatever the Heretic's OTF is, and Microtech, I'm sorry, Maxace with their Draco, Heretic with their whatever theirs is, and Microtech with their Halo 6. They are already so powerful they suffer from bounce back, meaning the blade kicks out so hard it bounces back and that lock can't slide into place, meaning the blade is not locked out in the open position. If you continue to add power to that, all you're doing is increasing the potential damage to the frame and making it less likely that the lock can engage properly. So to answer your question, yeah, but it's kind of a risk. Some of them are made really well and they lock up every time. Some of them bounce. Like my Draco bounces from Maxace. So does that Heretic that I reviewed. I love LMAX. It's one of my favorite steels. $10.13. I think it's time to start giving these away, guys. So there will be no coins tonight. There will be no jackpot, and the jackpot has been reset. So there's no reason to do it anyway because there's no additional jackpot knives. So it is time to start giving these away. Give me a sec. I'm going to load the links up. The link, sorry. There will be 3 giveaways tonight. Group 1, one person will win these. Group 2, one person will win these. Group 3, one person will win these. You will not receive these knives until well after Christmas for obvious reasons. I am not going to ship them right now. That is potentially a death sentence. They could disappear. We don't want to do that. We want to wait until the holiday shipping season is over, which is, in my opinion, still a week after Christmas, to be safe. But you can find out if you won tonight. Okay, it is time to draw for Group 1. The winner of this drawing will win Group 1. We're going to reset comment picker. Refresh the page. Sorry, we're going to refresh the page. There we go. There's your link right there. The filter is on. We're going to get the total number of comments here. Just a sec. 5, 6, 7, 8, over 1,000. There's almost 1,100 in here right now. Ooh, almost 1,200 entries. That means we have 100 people missing, roughly. The winner of Group 1. AVO Lover 1. Everyone stop one for 1 little second so I can respond. Thanks. Dog nose. It's yours. Let's find him in chat. Slow down, chat. Let's let him speak. Gotta find him. Hold on. He has until 10:18 to respond. There he is, right there. I'm here. Congratulations. You won Group 1. That's all you need to include in your email is Group 1. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and just tell me you won Group 1. That's all you have to do. Congrats. Group 2. That's these two right here. Okay? We're going to pick a new winner. Silva Bullet. Merry Christmas. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, MC. Silva Bullet. This is you. Speak up in chat, and these are yours. He's here. Congratulations. Hey, we're going smooth tonight. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the group you won, which again is Group 2. Congrats. Easy, easy. Again, tonight's live stream is sponsored by Kansept. A link in the description for Kansept knives and all of the knives that are being given away tonight. Presumably they are available. If I'm honest, I didn't actually check. I just assumed that. I don't know why they'd send me stuff that's not available. I mean, that seems like part of the promotion, right? So, links in chat. We are now drawing for Group 3, which is this guy, of course, and then, in my opinion, the flashiest one of the bunch, this guy. Very cool. Pick a new winner. The third and final winner of this evening. Dawn Hopkins. Dreams do come true. Please be here with that. You can't leave that type of comment and not be here. So please be here. We got an orange D. We got somebody being drunk in chat, no problem. I can give them the old mega kick here in just a second. Tell them to calm down, wait their turn, get in line, sit cross-legged. I'll make sure and step in a fresh lemon meringue pie and give him a boot to the face here. But he's here. Don Hopkins is here. Congratulations, Don Hopkins. You won Group 3. Easy tonight. We had everybody here. Thank goodness. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and that you won Group 3. Please do not be alarmed. Any of the winners, listen up, all 3 winners. Do not be alarmed if you don't hear from me for like 2 weeks. It's normal. I'm not even going to print the shipping labels until after Christmas. So just sit back, relax, and know that your knives are coming, all right? Congrats. No, not a single giveaway here is fake. It's all 100% real. And it's easy to do. because I am sent constantly free knives. Literally, every week, 10 more knives. At least. I give them away because my community built this channel, and because I literally cannot keep them all. It's pretty easy to do. How about I prove it's real with a fourth draw? No. How about you high-five your own face? How about you get a nice family-sized salad bowl, fill it full of ranch, dip your hand in it, like I once did, and then high-five your face? I feel, actually, I think that guy was like a regular chatter. I'm totally joking. I'm just having fun. Why did I have a salad bowl full of ranch? That's a good question. I did that. If you remember the story, I remember thinking, everything I'm making needs ranch, and I need enough ranch to dip every single item. And I didn't want to run out. I didn't care that I might have too much. My whole strategy that night was, it's better to have too much than not enough. And so I thought, well, a whole bottle will do it. So that's what I did. Only coleslaw fans. Well, also, we have to remember, saying rigged is now just a popular thing to do. It's kind of just like a channel joke now. Oh, good question. Gringo versus the Piccolo above the Cyberkuza. As much as I know everybody thinks I'm going to pick Kunwu every time, but I gotta say, I'm going to go with the Piccolo here. It's more expensive, but my God, is it impressive. This is so impressive. The only thing that they didn't do that bugs me is they didn't put a lock bar insert in that liner. Like, come on, Piccolo. Why are you chipping out on us? Outside of that, it's freaking mirror polished M398, DLC titanium, and a Zergatai backspacer. It's super cool. I don't know why they didn't put a pocket clip on it, but it's awesome. Now, if we're talking carry, obviously the Kunwu, because of the pocket clip. But if we're talking like which knife is just cooler overall, well, it's the Piccolo. That is a really good idea. I love this idea. It was casted, not, I can't see your full name. So, a rigged metal complex knife. Sorry, I'm trying to clear that. Would go so hard. I agree. I think developing a knife called the Rigged would be wonderful. I just grabbed my first large Sebenza 31. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I think I might like the Incosiers better. What's your thoughts? I'm right there with you. The Sebenza never did anything for me, and I think the Inkosi and Umnumzan are infinitely better. Hoghouse or Herman? Impossible. Impossible question. You have to go with your gut on that one. They're both excellent in their own way. There's no clear winner there. You just have to choose the one that speaks to you. You'll probably pay a little less on average for the Hoghouse. So this weekend's Knife Guy episode, and I think a lot of people will consider this an eye roller, but I said it in the upload, I called it a conversation, and the truth is it was an argument. There was a guy who was saying that my curation process for the channel was lazy, and at face value I can understand how he arrived at that conclusion. It seems like this channel just accepts whatever comes in, and I unbox whatever, and I just don't ask any questions, and the truth is that's not true at all. There are companies who are allowed to just send me things without having to tell me about it, and then when I see what it is, I decide whether or not it's good enough for content. Newer companies have to ask permission. If they send me something without asking, there's no chance unless it is so unbelievably spectacular that I can't ignore it. But in the examples of when I ask for samples from DLT or eKnives or Blade HQ or Knife Center, which happens all the time, I am constantly seeking out things specifically that I want to create content out of. So while there is a certain element of automation for unboxings, when it comes to the actual reviews, number one, with the unboxings, it's only partially true there. When it comes to the actual reviews, it is all very specifically selected, not only for variety, but for my preferences or what I think would actually be interesting for content, which is obviously different for every single person. So he had brought up, like, well, you obviously don't pay for all this stuff. And I thought his argument at that point was, you don't pay for your review samples, so how can we trust you? And then he clarified and said, no, that's not really the issue. I just think your curation process is lazy. And I went on to explain why that wasn't true, and he just didn't have all the information. But I am very aware of, most of the time, people in the comments, and occasionally, I'm not going to name any names, there are content creators who come down on people like me and other large content creators who get lots and lots and lots of free stuff. The general claim is, how can you trust a content creator, a knife reviewer, who gets all of his review samples for free? Or in my case, most, right? Obviously, I pay for some stuff that I really want. That's an interesting question. And I did a whole Knife Guy episode on it, and why, basically, when there is no emotional or financial attachment, I find it actually easier to criticize free stuff. I find that there's zero obligation to say nice things. And a lot of people say, well, you do have obligation. You have affiliate links. So why would you not say nice things? I'll tell you why. Because people would pick it out immediately. If everything that I said was nice all the time and I had affiliate links, everyone would say, well, obviously, the only people who think that are people who don't watch the content, because I crap on free stuff all the time, even free stuff that I can make money on. So I talked about this very specifically, and I said the foundation of this channel was honesty in the beginning, the early days of this channel. I didn't get knives from retailers or OEMs. I had to rely on my community sending me loaners. I developed a foundation of honesty from the beginning, and I realized if I want to do this long term, I have to keep up the honesty, because people will pick it out immediately. And all of my long-term subscribers, the people who actually watch the content, know this. So I did a whole episode on it, and I gave a million examples, and I talked about it. I got real dramatic. I got real loud at a couple of points. So if you find that interesting, there's a very long 45-minute upload on this. One-minute knife review is exactly right. He has. Now, I can understand why people don't always agree with my opinion. They don't like that certain things that I review, or they think that certain things that I review are boring. But no one in this entire community can tell me that my channel does not serve variety, does not cater to the best interests of my community. The entire goal of the channel is not just create content, make money. No, the whole goal of the channel is I will cover as much as I possibly can, and I will cover content that caters to as many different types of people as possible, with the goal of assisting people in determining which knives are correct for them. I will give people my honest opinion. I will explain to people where my faults are and where my expertise are limited, where my expertise is limited. And I will let them arrive at their own conclusion, but I will at least make it as easy as possible to navigate my channel and find what they're looking for. I will never back down from that. I understand better than anybody the way that I have laid this channel out, because it is on purpose. I know that there are content creators who claim that, and I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with those content creators. I can't blame them for thinking that. I can understand how they arrived at that conclusion. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. The reason that some of them say that is because they are not in that position. I would tell you that all of them, given the opportunity to be in the position that I am in, and understanding that these entities, these retailers, these OEMs, these designers, never once, not a single time, you can believe me or not believe me, not a single time have any of them ever said, we'll send you this, but only if you say nice things. Not once. Never. That has never happened. And every time that I've crapped on a product, the worst that I've got was, it's disappointing you didn't like this, but I appreciate that you gave your honest opinion. The integrity of these folks in this community, right? And some of them are bad players, but when it comes to reviewers, they really are pretty much all the same type of thing. And some of these smaller content creators who assume that this is how channels like mine are built, on shady deals and false positive reviews, they're not in the same position. And when they are, eventually, if they keep at it, they are granted that position, they'll find out. It's actually much easier to be honest than they would ever know. They do not have to buy their own stuff in order to be honest. And ultimately, the more money you spend on your own stuff, the stuff that I've spent the most money on, it's harder for me to admit that there are flaws. And I think that people in here can understand that. If you spend thousands of dollars on a knife and you want to love it and you build it up in your head and then you get it and you look over it with a magnifying glass and you do a video on it, you know how hard it is to admit that there's something wrong with that knife? Much harder than some free knife that somebody sent. You have no attachment to it whatsoever. It's insane how polar opposite that is. But I maintain the general message in that in the early part of that video. I'll tell you, if you have a favorite content creator and it's not me, and you watch my content and you're like, I don't know about this guy, I don't really trust him, but I do like this other guy, you should watch that other guy. It doesn't really matter. I can say whatever I want to you. What it comes down to is the experience you want to have, the content you want to digest, and as long as the end result is you getting what you want and enjoying it, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to come from me. It can come from whoever you want it to come from. That's the joy of this whole thing, is experiencing the knife world and getting to carry a knife that you want to carry and you enjoy it for whatever reason you want to enjoy. That's it. Sorry, I rambled there. I gave you a tidbit of what was in that 45-minute video. It's a long. If you have a trip tomorrow, if you got to drive somewhere, you have maybe somebody's shopping and you don't want to be a part of that. I have a very long version of that scheduled for. I say tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. It's Sunday. Sunday morning is when you'll see that video. There are gatekeepers, and there's just a lot of people who have made up their mind about me, and they're not going to change. And the video is not out there to change people's minds that have already made up their minds. The video is out there to provide clarification for people who are newer or people who have always watched my channel and might appreciate some insight on the way that I think. I'm not going to jeopardize a channel with 800,000 subscribers by creating false positive reviews for a few bucks. It's just stupid. Another point that I made was it's in my best interest to be honest because it keeps people coming back. And while I like being honest, I also, like the subscribers, and obviously ad revenue is important to keep the channel running. And you can't really generate ad revenue if you have people who come here once and don't come back. So. Why won't I review ballad songs? I just don't really like them. I think there are great ballad songs, and I think that, like, people who like them, I understand why they like them. I just personally don't like them. No, but with that being said, I want to admit that all that means is I have not experienced the right ballad song. If I expose myself to many, many ballad songs, I will inevitably find one I like. Cyberkuza or Sakoshin red carbon fiber? Cyberkuza. If it's full dress, Cyberkuza is awesome. Guys, it's 10:34. I'm late. I gotta get going. I don't have to get up super early, but I do have a wrestling tournament. My daughter's wrestling tournament tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. She's doing well. So tonight was fun. Thank you so much again to Kansept for sponsoring tonight's live stream. Very cool. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Thank you to my Instagram followers, my TikTok followers. Thank you to people who watch my YouTube shorts. Thank you to people who watch my channel. Thank you to people who watch my channel and don't even subscribe. Thank you to everybody who supported this channel in any way, shape, or form. You guys are awesome. Merry Christmas to you all. I will be here for a live stream somewhere around Christmas. I don't know exactly when. Perhaps slightly after Christmas. I'm not sure. But I'll be here. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.